Please like the video and share it so that it reaches many more people and you get sawaba, or rewards from Allah. This could be a sawabe jariyah or continuous reward for you long after you are gone.
Disbelievers, WAR, Volume 8, Book 82, Number 794842. Volume 8, Book 82, Number 794. Narrated by Anas. Some people from the tribe of UKL came to the Prophet and embraced Islam. The climate of Medina did not suit them, so the Prophet ordered them to go to the herd of milch, camels of charity, and to drink their milk and urine as a medicine. They did so, and after they had recovered from their ailment, became healthy, they turned renegades, reverted from Islam, and killed the shepherd of the camels and took the camels away. The Prophet sent some people in their pursuit, and so they were caught and brought, and the Prophets ordered that their hands and legs should be cut off and that their eyes should be branded with heated pieces of iron, and that their cut hands and legs should not be cauterized till they die. Volume 8, Book 82, Number 795. Narrated by Anas. The Prophet cut off the hands and feet of the men belonging to the tribe of Buraina and did not cauterize their bleeding limbs till they died. Volume 8, Book 82, Number 796. Narrated by Anas. A group of people from UKL tribe came to the Prophet, and they were living with the people of As-Sufa, but they became ill as the climate of Medina did not suit them, so they said, "O Allah's Apostle, provide us with milk." The Prophet said, "I see no other way for you than to use the camels of Allah's Apostle." So they went and drank the milk and urine of the camels as medicine, and became healthy and fat. Then they killed the shepherd and took the camels away. When a help seeker came to Allah's Apostle, he sent some men in their pursuit, and they were captured and brought before midday. The Prophet ordered for some iron pieces to be made red hot, and their eyes were branded with them, and their hands and feet were cut off and were not cauterized. Then they were put at a place called Al-Hara, and when they asked for water to drink they were not given till they died. Abu Kilaba said, "Those people committed theft and murder and fought against Allah and His Apostle." Volume 8, Book 82, Number 797. Narrated by Anas bin Malik. A group of people from UKL, or Buraina, tribe, but I think he said that they were from UKL, came to Medina and they became ill, so the Prophet ordered them to go to the herd of milch, she camels, and told them to go out and drink the camels' urine and milk as a medicine. So they went and drank it, and when they became healthy, they killed the shepherd and drove away the camels. This news reached the Prophet early in the morning, so he sent some men in their pursuit, and they were captured and brought to the Prophet before midday. He ordered to cut off their hands and legs and their eyes to be branded with heated iron pieces, and they were thrown at Al-Hara, and when they asked for water to drink, they were not given water. Abu Kilaba said, "Those were the people who committed theft and murder and reverted to disbelief after being believers, Muslims, and fought against Allah and His Apostle." Volume 8, Book 82, Number 798. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. The Prophet said, 7 people will be shaded by Allah by His shade on the day of resurrection, when there will be no shade except His shade. They will be a just ruler, a young man who has been brought up in the worship of Allah, a man who remembers Allah in seclusion and his eyes are then flooded with tears, a man whose heart is attached to mosques, offers his compulsory congregational prayers in the mosque, 2 men who love each other for Allah's sake, a man who is called by a charming lady of noble birth to commit illegal sexual intercourse with her, and he says, I am afraid of Allah, and, finally, a man who gives in charity so secretly that his left hand does not know what his right hand has given. Volume 8, Book 82, Number 799. Narrated by Sahl bin Sa'd. The Prophet said, whoever guarantees me the chastity of what is between his legs, i.e. his private parts, and what is between his jaws, i.e. his tongue, I guarantee him paradise. Volume 8, Book 82, Number 800. Narrated by Anas. I will narrate to you a narration which nobody will narrate to you after me. I heard that from the Prophet. I heard the Prophet saying, the hour still not be established, or said, from among the portents of the hour is that the religious knowledge will be taken away by the death of religious scholars, and general ignorance of religion will appear, and the drinking of alcoholic drinks will be very common, and open, illegal sexual intercourse will prevail, and men will decrease in number while women will increase so much so that, for 50 women, there will only be 1 man to look after them. Volume 8, Book 82, Number 800. Narrated by Ikrimah from Ibn Abbas. Allah's apostles said, when a slave of Allah commits illegal sexual intercourse, he is not a believer at the time of committing it, and if he steals, he is not a believer at the time of stealing, and if he drinks an alcoholic drink, when he is not a believer at the time of drinking it, and he is not a believer when he commits a murder. Ikrimah said, I asked Ibn Abbas, how is faith taken away from him? He said, like this, by clasping his hands and then separating them, and added, but if he repents, faith returns to him like this, by clasping his hands again. Volume 8, Book 82, Number 801. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. The Prophet said, the one who commits an illegal sexual intercourse is not a believer at the time of committing illegal sexual intercourse, and a thief is not a believer at the time of committing theft, and a drinker of alcoholic drink is not a believer at the time of drinking. Yet, the gate of repentance is open thereafter. Volume 8, Book 82, Number 802. Narrated by Abdullah bin Mas'ud. I said, O Allah's Apostle, which is the biggest sin? He said, to set up rivals to Allah by worshipping others though He alone has created you. I asked, what is next? He said, to kill your child lest it should share your food. I asked, what is next? He said, to commit illegal sexual intercourse with the wife of your neighbor. Volume 8, Book 82, Number 803. Narrated by Ash-Shabi. From Ali, when the latter stoned a lady to death on a Friday. Ali said, I have stoned her according to the tradition of Allah's Apostle. Volume 8, Book 82, Number 804. Narrated by Ash-Shaybani. I asked, Abdullah bin Abi Awfa, did Allah's apostle carry out the rajam penalty, i.e., stoning to death? He said, yes. I said, before the revelation of Surah An-Nur or after it? He replied, I don't know. Volume 8, Book 82, number 805. Narrated by Jabir bin Abdullah al-Ansari. A man from the tribe of Bani Aslam came to Allah's apostle and informed him that he had committed illegal sexual intercourse and bore witness 4 times against himself. Allah's apostle ordered him to be stoned to death as he was a married person.